together. We can all just fall apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can know, we can die together.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
Breakaway. Big shoots and he scores! There he goes!
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes!
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? Great. Good talking to you, too. Face Off Hockey Show. I am Scotty Waz, and I am dealing with stomach issues. Hooray, stomach flu. Who's happy about that?
But you do work in a hospital.
I know, and that's the weird thing about it. It's just like, okay, well, at least I got care, and we're good to go. But, yeah.
Someone cares.
Yeah, I guess. Someone cares. I don't know who. Sure shit ain't me. Welcome, another week. Post All-Star weekend. Did you hopefully you guys had a good All-Star break as well. We'll talk.
Fantastic All-Star break.
Nice. That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
I won $1 million.
Someone did. Metro Boomin. Sorry, I had to pick up my CDs that fell over. I've been buying.
Pick it up.
Well, funny enough, I did get a 2-disc ska collection.
Sounds about right.
$5. It was great. So, what is this? 19 tracks on one disc, 25 tracks on another. That's
when you walked by it. Did it go pick it up?
Essentially, it did. It was like a lot of horns, and it just said, pick it up. Cha-cha-cha. I'm like, what are you doing? What is this? This is amazing.
You're like, all right, fine.
Jesus,
great marketing.
It'll make you stop. My God. Yeah. So that was a thing, but yeah, we're having a great time. We'll talk about some things and some stuff, and also everybody's favorite new segment. Pick your team. Pick your team will be this week.
We're going to go through one a week.
Quite an exercise here, picking my team.
Yeah.
When we get to this, I have a feeling you guys are going to make fun of me.
Oh, my team is terrible, but I got over the floor, so I'm good to go. I've got rationale for every guy I picked. It was amazing.
Oh, I don't have any rationale. As a matter of fact, my the team after 2018-2019 consists of 3 players.
Nice. I think I got one for the 1920 season, and that's it.
Yeah, I have 3.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. They'll probably fold by then anyway. So, Quebec needs a team.
Yeah, they do. Well, I was going to say the Islanders. We'll get to that. We'll get to the Islanders fun stuff. Oh. Holy Jesus Christ. The world turns. This is all just a ploy. I think we were all worked. We were all worked, everybody. Everything's a work. So.
Network.
Yeah, network. Johnny, what did you do with the weekend?
Yeah. I watched a lot of sports. I didn't get any new Nintendo games this week. Oh, I was going to ask, though. I was looking through some names of Nintendo games, and didn't we also have Kirby's Big Adventure?
Probably, but Kirby was more of a, I felt, a Game Boy game than a Nintendo game. I always thought
it was
of Kirby
also
as
a
like
Nintendo game.
I don't remember ever seeing.
Wasn't it the big pink guy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kirby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He sucks things in.
Hey.
Spits them out.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
So yeah, just a bunch of All-Star game stuff I watched. I watched a bunch of soccer. I did get number 1 of 20, and it says on the back here, career notes. An outstanding athlete, Jim earned MVP honors in high school in baseball. He's very quick for a big goalie. This is definitely what I got.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah. Yep. This showed up this week. It's the Jim Carrey credit card.
Nice.
On the back, it's got an authentic signature.
Nice.
Right there. Makes it look like a credit card. It's got the magnetic strip and the Jim Carrey signature.
I'm confused about why this is a thing.
We talked about it on a week you weren't here.
Yeah, you
Okay.
missed it.
We were
You
talking
missed
about cards and just the design. And Studio came out with
Studio.
they came out with a line of baseball cards where they had regular numbers. They look like credit cards, but they were just regular cards, and then they had special inserts that were gold and looked and felt like an actual credit card.
Yeah,
where it
these
had
are
everything-
plastic.
Yeah, they're plastic. Everything's embossed.
Yeah,
got a
but like
Yeah, you can feel it.
this
can feel it,
clearly
it's
was before like credit card fraud was really that big of a thing.
Yeah, I think it was 96.
These are credit cards.
This is Jim Carrey's actual credit card number.
Actually, this is his rookie. Jesus, stop, Siri. Siri wants me to get a credit card in New Jersey.
The only option I found is credit cards NJ on Palisade Avenue in Teaneck. Do you want that one?
Hey, thank you. Hey, Siri.
The only option I found is credit cards NJ on Palisade Avenue.
Siri, why are you being a hooker?
We were talking about you, not me.
Oh God.
Okay, so Siri apparently wanted to talk to me. So yes, credit card, Jim Carrey, boom. It's all embossed. It's got his win-loss tie record from 1994-95 on that. He was 18-6-3. Goals against average 2.13, 4 shutouts. He was an NHL member since 3/1995, and his birthday is 5/31/74.
Nice. Yeah, those cards are that's awesome. I'm glad that showed up.
So yeah. Well, it started with baseball cards, right? And then we found hockey cards, and we found the 1 year, and it just happened to be Jim Ace Carey's rookie card. So I bought it on eBay for it shipped to me for $3.
Nice. Metro Boomin, look at you.
Plus the Nintendo game.
The problem is that it's not. It's one thing it's missing.
It's not playable.
Well, not only that, it's not
Value.
Jim in 10 condition. Jim in 10 condition. Not your big dollar for Jim Carrey's credit card. Jim in 10 condition.
So I got Jim Carrey's credit card.
The only reason I bought that card was for that bit, and that bit alone.
Yeah, but it's gotten its money's worth.
It
so
has.
far. And more.
And then some.
So yeah, watched All-Star Game, watched some soccer. Jim Carrey showed up, played some Nintendo. Normal weekend.
That's good. It seems like your normal weekend. Did you do any big bass fishing on Friday night?
I did not. I got a little drunk
Mm.
the Friday before playing Nintendo, so I decided against big bass fishing. Apparently, you can play big bass fishing drunk, very drunk. It's like real fishing.
I was gonna say it's like real fishing, but you're not on a boat.
But
you could be.
Yeah, it's true. You could. You know what? You'd just
Uh,
be wearing a life vest in your living room.
So yeah, I played American Gladiators. The problem with American Gladiators is that you need to figure out how the gameplay works. Because I was doing the one where you jump on the rope and then you try to like cannonball into the guy, except somehow if you press the A button, he like lets go of the rope and just flies and like Jimmy Snuka is the guy, but he like misses him and ends up hitting the bottom of the pole and just falls down and like dies at some point, I think.
The funny thing about the American Gladiator games, I think it was Assault game or something like that, where the
Yeah, I
guy's
didn't
like
get
into
Assault.
No, where this guy's like in a giant like
He's in there. He's got a big like what is it? A shot. The thing you
Yeah.
shoot at.
but he's in a spacecraft as he's hunting you down.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I'm like, well, wait a minute. That seems absurd. American Gladiators for me was probably like the worst game. That and the Ninja Turtles game. I just got as a child, I was frustrated. I'm just like, well, screw this. tired of this, all of you. So there we go.
So yeah, so it did that.
Gladiator.
Which Ninja Turtle game? The one where you fight Bebop and Rocksteady?
Great question. I don't know which Nintendo.
I think there were two.
Yeah. Nintendo Ninja.
But I've been stalking Yonoid, but apparently that's a bit of a collector's item, and it's going for around like over $10 a game.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
It's actually the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES video game, so it was the original one. It wasn't the beat 'em up one. It's the one where you have to they had these like little let me see if I can find a good screenshot. This was the level as we flip to, of course, the Scotty Screen Share brought to you by nobody. This one where you just swim and there's these goddamn like electric things that just stung you every time and you just lose life at will. Ugh. It's terrible. Don't like that game. Don't like that game one bit. Not one.
We have
way,
a
not
question
one
from the live chat. Gun Cannon was asking, was it the first one where you had an overworld map?
Yes, I think it was that one. Because there was the other one. It was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2, the arcade game, which was basically just a beat 'em up.
Yeah, that was more or less like
it was the arcade game,
the kung fu fighting one.
Yeah,
like, where you just like kept walking and like you'd had two people and they just kicked the crap out of people.
Yeah, it was a scroll and beat 'em up. Whereas this one, you have the overworld and you have these like little monster Goomba bullshit coming and get you.
Goombas.
I don't know. It was really cross-contaminating.
Whoa. Easy now.
It was cross-contaminating. I apologize for that. So yeah.
That game looks really hard. I mean, we talked about how hard Nintendo games were.
And it was just so simple too, man. That was the problem. Like it was so simple. It was all right. We got So there's
and
that. Dead. Well, that's cool. Well, Johnny, if there's nothing else, we have to pass the mic to Mark with the C.
Mm-hmm.
All right, pass.
Puff pass. Mark, what'd you do with your weekend?
Well, so we found I don't know about
time.
I found
You lost it.
another wrestling game on the phone. I don't know if you've seen this one yet.
Is this the new one where it's like a Bejeweled meets?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
The
What?
Yep.
WWE
Hold on,
champions.
I need to get that.
It's like the Marvel one that you play.
Is it like the
except with
Marvel one?
wrestling.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get this.
It's fantastic. It's almost exactly the
What's this
same.
called?
Wrestling or WWE champions, right?
Yes, it's by Kung Fu Factory, apparently.
Wow, everyone was.
Everybody was Kung Fu Factory.
It's nice though. It's good. The graphics are good. The moves look good.
WWE Champions free
That's the
puzzle RPG.
That's
Yeah,
the
man.
one. Yes.
I get
Okay.
it.
So I
it.
played that a little today. Tomorrow comes there's a new Nintendo game that comes out on the phone, Fire Emblem for the phone.
Ooh.
Keep an eye out for that. I don't know
What
if
is
you've
that?
ever heard of that. Fire Emblem is like a Final Fantasy type game. But
yeah,
we're gonna
you
do
played
it on the
Final
phone.
Fantasy way more than I did.
Yeah, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So yeah.
That's great. Sounds like a plan.
So there's that. I don't know. Over the weekend, I didn't really.
Did you all-star game it up or no?
I watched a little bit, not much, just a little. Nothing too crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. Saw the highlights. Saw the Alex Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby pass the puck to one another, and people get upset about that for some reason.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Good pals.
Good buddies, best of friends.
Just like Craig Laughlin.
My good buddy Alex Ovechkin there. By the way, Craig Laughlin was
Big
on
Show's got a massive head.
Craig Laughlin was on the panel for the NHL 100. Let that drink in for a little bit. And Bonsai didn't make the list. Shocking. We'll talk about the NHL.
I'll drink it in.
We talked a little bit about it on the as it happened on the Soderstrom bubble. We'll talk about it when we get into our discussion about it. I don't know if anybody gives a shit about the NHL 100 aside from arguing about it.
It was 100 people.
It was 100 people who played in the NHL. They are not wrong on that. They were absolutely correct on that.
You didn't shortchange anybody that way, at least.
Anything else there, Marcus?
Nah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy beyond that.
All right. Well, Jen and I went to Fargo on Saturday.
Fargo.
Went to Fargo, hon. It's a really good time there. And aside from all the other stuff we bought, we got these. We got these bad boys here.
Nice.
Those look like hockey pants.
They're not. Boom. Goalie pants. The last part of what we needed. Jen is now officially a goalie because we have goalie pants now.
Very nice.
So she just has to get. Actually, we need one more piece, the Jill. So once she gets the Jill, then we're fine. And then she can be goalie.
The old female cup.
Yep. Pelvic protector. So we knew we were going to Fargo, so we're like, all right, we're going to hit Play It Again Sports because they have insane amount of NCAA returns. So there's a lot of UND gear there. There's a lot of St. Cloud State for some odd reason. So they had like UND hockey pants, all the green hockey pants up on the wall. And we found these aren't anybody's pants. They're just some jobber's pants, but bought them for the cheap, got them on the cheap. Just have to stitch up a couple things here and there, but nothing too bad for a first pair. So she's now a goalie. So that was fun for Fargo.
Has she been on the ice yet?
We've skated a little bit because she just recently got cleared, like December, got cleared to skate again. So we've been trying to get out there as much as possible, and mostly me too, because I need to break in these new damn skates.
Did you put her through the same training regiment that you put me through?
I'm going to when we get
morning.
Yeah, when we get now that we have everything and we can rent ice on the cheap here, I'm going to start doing that. It's not like cheap as how we did it because of the fact that I knew the guy and we just got the ice for free. But yeah, I'll start shooting pucks at her at will. Be great. So yeah, it's going to be fun. She's excited. I'm excited. Everyone's excited. So good times had by all. And apparently the Sears is closing up down there in Fargo. So that was a thing. Also, we went to a place called Space Aliens.
Okay.
It's a bar and grill, and they got a potato the size of my hands. They got a potato this size, and they got pork in there. You got cheese. You got all kinds of stuff in there. Like I was amazed at the size this potato was and how much crap they were able to put in it. That's a big potato. I saw this. I'm like, how the hell are you going to eat that, Jen? She's like, I don't know, sheer will and determination. Lo and behold, she did it. God bless her. So we went to a place called Space Aliens, and it's literally like there's an alien pod that you walk into, and it's all alien themed. It's just bizarre.
How bizarre?
Dude, you want to know the rest? Just buy the rights. All right, that's all I can tell you. I heard that song over our radio at work, and it could have been the greatest. It could have been the greatest thing ever. Could have been the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. So. Oh, buddy. So that was a thing. What else happened today? Oh. Let me see if I can actually. Can I view this? No, I can't. No, I just want to view this image. Can I view this image? That's the small image. That's not the image I want. Oh no, I cannot do it. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, so it's a little bit racist, don't you think? So here we go. Finally did it. The mini Oyo complex is done. The rink has been finally built. The back rink hack back here where these two jobbers are playing, they're back there. The locker room's the Zamboni. The guy off to the side here doing commentary. Got two coaches, got two backup goalies, and an all-star. Johnny commented it looked like an all-star game. As a closer look here, it pretty much was, but they're divided up by color because segregation. So, and there's Mike Dicka's barbecue sauce. That's not part of the Oyo figure, but it's just Mike Dicka's barbecue sauce. So there we go. The Oyo rink is finally done. Dude, the Oyo people are so cool because I was missing some pieces to the back of the rink, and they got it for me. And I had some pieces missing for my figures. They sent me all new figures. I'm like, dude, this is customer service. How you got to do it. This is not a paid ad for Oyo, although I wish it were.
Yeah, we should be getting paid for all of this Oyo time.
Oyo. So you got your backup goalies, 2 coaches, you got water bottles in the back of the net. This is authentic as it'll get. So mascots hanging around, sure, why not? Good times had by all. So I finished that, and that's pretty much the last of my Oyo building. I'm like, well, I can go no more forever. So I'm like, well, I've reached my peak. Unless we get a second rink like Laurel in here, I don't know what we're gonna do.
You can't Oyo no mo.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yo!
Oyo no mo.
I think that was more racist than my thing earlier. So my Oyo building is done for right now, and that was really cool. And I'm glad it's finally finished because it was taunting me every time because it's on the top of my dresser, so it was taunting me every time I got dressed. Like, oh, you're unfinished. Look at you, just like your life. I'm like, wow, that's pretty. Pretty on the nose there.
You got a lot of opinions there, Oyo.
Yeah, for
was that Jamie Ben?
I actually do have a Jamie Benn figure, so he's beating on the glass saying, wait for my Steve Sullivan figure to come up against the glass and just start making fun of me for my broken nose. So yeah, that was my week, man. Not much doing, going to Fargo, and that was about it. Fargo, always fun. Also trying to figure out how to pick my team. Boy, howdy. That was a painstaking process because I was like, it took me like 3 days to do it because I'm a psychopath.
It took me almost 5 hours one afternoon at work.
It took me about a half hour this morning.
That was like, my first one was a half an hour, and then I was like, I can make this team better. And once you tinker with like one player, it fucks your entire team.
Oh yeah, no, like you have to workshop everything, and I'm second guessing because I'm also trying to get into GM's head too. I'm like, all right, hold on, now what'll he do?
We're not like trying to predict things.
No, I'm predicting this team. I'm calling my shot. I'm Babe Ruth in this thing. Like, he's not going to pick this guy. He didn't draft him. He traded him away. So that's why I got Eric Fair and Chris Beach on the team. It's really weird.
Can't miss.
Can't miss Chris Beach.
Jeff Schultz. That's all Jeff Schultz on there, too.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be a free agent. You don't think GM's going to put him on the AHL roster? You're kidding yourself. You don't think he's going to take a stab at him again. No, I think he can make it work this time.
He is a Stanley Cup winning veteran.
That's true. It's good. I don't know. Does he have his name on the cup? I wonder that.
I think so. He was not dressed, but he was on the team, right?
But I think you have to play. Well, I think you get your name on the cup automatically for like playing a majority of playoff games or one final game.
Okay.
He was on the 2013 team, I guess.
Yeah, the Kings. Whenever the Kings won that Stanley Cup of theirs.
All right, so Johnny Rosen, salt of the earth. Here we go. 52 names on the list. Jeff Schultz is on there. Wow, number 48. Amazing.
Yep. Who would have thought Jeff Schultz would get his name on the Stanley Cup before Alex Ovechkin? Who would have taken that bet?
I would have not.
I did.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No.
I'm looking at all the former players that they have as like personnel. It's amazing.
Who's they?
The Kings. So they got Luc Robitaille.
Kelly Hrudey.
No, Kelly Rudy's an analyst.
What?
Yeah, Kelly Rudy is CBC guy.
Oh.
So the former players they have: Luc Robitaille, Rob Blake, Daryl Sutter, Bill Ranford is on the cup, Nelson Emerson, Alan McCulley on the cup, Mike Donnelly, and some guy named Zach Ziegler.
You know, he had that movie that he was in was really good.
Sure.
Yeah, Zach Ziegler.
Apparently, one of the co-owners removed his name voluntarily so the others could be on the cup. That's pretty cool.
That's really nice of him. Or her.
Him, Ed Roski.
Ah.
Ed Roski.
How do you know his name if it's not on the cup?
Because Helen Elliott of the LA Times wrote a piece about it or commented about it saying, hey, yeah, no, he removed his cup.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Yeah, that started a whole new thing of problems. So that was the weird part. So yeah, there we go. Jeff Schultz, cup engraved winner. Amazing. I should got his Oyo. I don't think they have it, but
It's just a massive, like it's a massive undescript Oyo.
it's a,
However, it won't hit anything.
what it's
So-
actually, it doesn't come in uniform. It comes in a suit and tie.
Oh,
It's press box Jeff Schultz. Oh, that should be a name of a band. That's the next podcast is mine. Press box Jeff Schultz.
Does Marc Messier's Oyo come with glitter and smell like cheap perfume,
What?
like strippers?
Ah, that's a good one. No, I don't think.
I was like, what? Hold on, where were we going with this?
I was like, what is he, Salt Bay? I don't know what he's doing.
Because he took it to a strip club.
Yeah, I know that. I'm trying to think. The only vintage ones they have are Bobby Orr and Brad Park. Brad Park in both the Bruins and Rangers gear. Rod Gilbert, and then the Howes. Mark Howe, Gordie Howe, Marty Howe, all in Whalers regalia. And then Gordie Howe in his Red Wings regalia. $12.99. If you want all the $12.99 per. That's, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. Wait for the Tim Raines one to come out so I can get some Tim Raines. Got an Earl Weaver one.
Really? Does it kick little Lego pieces at you?
It does. It does have movable knees, so you can have the motion of kicking. So, and also is mic'd up and yells profanity at the umpire. Oyo.
That's fine. That's normal.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if it didn't have that, that's when we would have
It wouldn't be authentic.
Exactly. Then we would have problems. Surprised you don't have Reggie Jackson as an Oreo. I'm surprised about that one.
An Oreo?
An
As
Oreo.
An Oreo. That was
An Oreo, hon.
An Oreo.
No, Oyo, hon. I'm gonna get an Oyo. It's gonna be Brooks Robinson or Cal Ripken or maybe Earl Weaver. Eddie Murray's there, but he's a prick. Oh, Eddie Murray. I called Randy Milligan Eddie Murray light. I didn't call him that. I should have called him that. Should have been more creative as a youngster. What can you do?
Sam Horn.
Oh, Sam Horn. The DH is DH.
Was Randy Milligan
Yep.
light. Except he was Randy Milligan heavier.
Yeah.
No, he was definitely heavy.
he was Randy Milligan ice. I don't know what that meant.
No, that was Harold Baines.
Oh no. Oh no.
Because he had ice on both
Yeah, he
knees.
did.
Get it? Ha!
I get it. I get words. All right. They got college hockey ones. My God, this is the best.
Harold Baines was the only person who could turn a triple into the corner into a long single.
It's true though.
It's in the corner. He could get through. Oh, Howard Baines. He's just halfway up the first base line as they relay it into second. He's held to a single. God, Howard Baines. He's also the only guy in Maryland who played from Maryland who played for the Orioles that no one gave a damn about.
Huh. Well, he also played. Who did he also play for? The White Sox?
The Rangers, the White Sox,
he
the
played for
Mariners.
everybody.
Rangers. Didn't he play for like 3 teams? He just played for them like multiple
He
times.
played for the Indians a couple times. Hold on, let's get Howard Baines stats. Why not keep
Harold.
this-
Harold.
Huh?
Baines.
Harold, not Howard.
Howard Johnson is the other. So Harold Baines is from Easton, Maryland. So that's probably why no one gave a crap about him because he's the Eastern Shore guy.
Baines. So at this point of 2017, we've gone into Jamie Moyer stats and now Harold Baines stats.
All right, so here we go. Keep track, everybody, on your fingers and toes. What the hell this is going to be? So he started with the White Sox, then went to the Rangers, then Athletics, then Orioles, back to the White Sox, back to the Orioles, to the Indians, back to the Orioles, back to the White Sox. So I'm counting.
So he played for 5 different
Beautiful.
teams.
five teams, and he had a 21-year career,
He was like the Chris Beach of baseball,
essentially.
or the Chris Bork of baseball.
Yeah, Chris Beach too. That's a shame. He was also dropped from the Hall of Fame selection after in his second year
Oh man,
because he got less than 5% of the vote.
Did we really
You
expect
get
him?
dropped completely. Does that mean that you're never on it again?
I think you have to have that that senior panel vote you in as a specialty vote. Because yeah, once you're done, you're done. Especially if you get less than 5%.
That's crap.
It's crap.
He's in the Orioles Hall of Fame.
He's in the Oyo Hall of Fame.
He's in the Oyo Hall of Fame. He had a 301 batting average with the Orioles, 107 home runs, 378 RBI.
How many extra base hits does it have it on there?
Let me find that out. List of MLB career doubles leaders. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all. Also, he has a bronze statue out in center field at the Chi Sox ballpark.
Really?
That's actually just
That's him.
It's just him. All right, so doubles. How many doubles do you think Howard Baines had in his 22-year career?
210.
Johnny?
I was going to say 253.
Wow. This will surprise you. 488.
That does surprise me.
Wow.
Did he hit more doubles than home runs, John?
No.
I'm going to say no also.
He did. Only had 384 home runs.
Wow.
Jeez.
Howard Baines stats.
Getting around
I don't know why I
those-
say
Yeah, but
Howard.
technically, a lot of those doubles would have been home runs for normal people.
That's true. You got so many inside the park home runs.
Or an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah, after 1997, because he had 20, he had 23 doubles or 29 doubles in 96 and 23 in 97.
In 182 games.
100
or 162 games.
Yeah. 143 games for Chicago. Had 29
doubles.
29 doubles, and then for 137 he had 23, so adds up, I guess.
How many seasons did he play, though?
22.
Okay, so he played 22 seasons. He had 488 doubles, he said?
Yep.
Let's just make the math easy. So that is, what, 20? It's like 24, average 24.
It's not bad. For a guy who had no knees at 22.
In 162 games.
It's not bad for a guy. Like I said, he had no knees. How many hits do you have? Let me see. How many hits do you have? He had 2,866 hits. So 2,000, and he had 49 triples. He had one
Wow.
triple in 99. Hold on a minute. For the Orioles. How did
Somebody
this work?
must have
Is
like
there a
broken their leg or
Is there a
something trying to go
YouTube
after
video
a
of
ball.
this? I want to see it. I want to see it occur.
Well, the left fielder had like a stroke. So the ball was still live.
So
as
what
the
probably
paramedics.
occurred was he pulled the ball down the first baseline because he always pulled the ball.
Yeah, of course.
So he pulled the ball down the first baseline. The first baseman missed it. It got by him, got into that corner, and you know that corner at Camden Yards is death.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
so the ball got in the corner, and he decided that he was going to get waved on second. Somebody waved him on to second, which never happens. So he started running to second base. He came around second base, and at that point, the right fielder probably panicked some and threw the ball into the stands. And that's
So he got third base.
that's how he got to third.
They ruled it a triple. They didn't realize this. He was 40 when he hit that triple. That could be the oldest man to hit a triple in MLB history.
It might be.
Unless Kenny Lofton played till he's like 53. Oldest.
Kenny Lofton still gets triples.
That's true. Ricky Henderson, I think, probably hit like 7 triples when he was 47.
Kenny Lofton was so fast.
Kenny Lofton's so fast. Oldest MLB player with a triple.
I love how there's the internet now. We can just look this up.
Sorry, Raul Ibanez at 42 hit a triple in 2014.
Lord Voldemort.
For the Yankees, right?
No, it's for the KC Royals.
Oh.
Look up a picture of Raul Ibanez.
What's
He
that?
looks like Voldemort.
Does he?
He does. Yeah.
By the way, the record actually was former Royal Bob Boone, who set it in 1989 when he was 41 years old and hit a triple.
I think it was actually Bob Mother effing Boone.
Bob MF and Boom. My God. All right. Well,
I love old baseball stats.
baseball's great, especially for players that we love, or at least are familiar with. I don't think anybody loves Howard. I can't even say his name. Harold Baines.
Harold
Reynolds. Harold. Let's say Howard Reynolds. I want to say it at Hojo.
Howard the Duck. Yeah, Howard.
I want to say it at Hojo, and then talk about Howard Johnson's baseball stats.
Here we go. Here's Raul Ibanez looking like Lord Voldemort.
It's pretty dead on. It's kind of dead on there.
That might have been after he hit that.
He's not white enough.
That might have been after he hit that home run against the Orioles that knocked us out of the
probably
playoffs because he's a douche.
What a jerk.
Bit of a dick. Well then, there's that. Let's hit some music then, I guess.
All right.
Some music.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you betcha.
To see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
Well, we only have a few injuries this week. One of them very serious, and that's Semyon Varlamov, whose hip surgery is going to knock him out for the rest of the year.
Tip to be square.
If you're a Colorado Avalanche fan, you forgot all about Semyon Varlamov because your team's been so terrible.
It's a shame. He had that one good year after Colorado picked him up, and they did really well that year, if I remember correctly. And then, that was when they traded Kevin Shattenkirk, or no, not Shattenkirk. Who? Yeah. No, who did they trade?
Yeah, no, I think it was Shattenkirk.
Shattenkirk.
Double deuce. Shatten deuces.
Yep, and then they just shat in the bed since then.
Yeah. Hey-o. What? Say word. So, yeah, I think it was the first year Patrick Waugh was behind the bench, too, right?
Yep.
Connor Sheary of your Pittsburgh Penguins, he is out 4 to 6 weeks with what is being called an upper body injury, or a upper body injury, which the state of Michigan takes very seriously.
Yep. Very seriously.
So seriously. So those are the injuries. A big injury to the I guess pride of this man, as Ken Hitchcock got fired by the St. Louis Blues today. He was going to retire at the end of the year anyway, but he was giving his walking papers by Doug Armstrong, who teared up talking about it at the press conference today on Wednesday. Mike Yeo is now the coach of the St. Louis Blues. He was going to take over next year anyway, but now he gets a head start. There's probably a reason why, and that's because Jake Allen is a terrible goaltender. Jake Allen, he, like I said last night, he could be the Rick Ankiel of hockey. A terrible goalie, but a great third-line face-off specialist. Like, I think that's
a good Rick Ankiel drop.
Of course it is. It's a Rick Ankiel. Any Rick Ankiel drop, I think, is a good Rick Ankiel drop.
It's true.
He just lost his arm, and then he realized he was an outfielder and just started mowing guys down at third. He would have been able to get Baines out on that triple.
That's true. That's true.
Ugh. St. Louis, remember when they used to be good and people feared them?
Yeah.
Oh,
well.
It's a shame.
You mean the Blues or the Cardinals?
Yep.
Right.
Yep. By the way, the trade. Wait, hold on.
There was a trade I saw.
There was a couple trades. Why do they have this on two?
Pete Peters.
Pete Peters traded. Wait, what? Yeah, he was traded with Chris Stewart to the Blues for Eric Johnson, Jay McClement, and the first round pick. Huh. How about that? New York Rangers, conversely, gave Alain Vigneault a 2-year extension on his deal. Good for him. Rangers, in spite of Henrik Lundqvist's terrible goaltending, doing what they can. But here's the kicker. Ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls, children of all ages.
Ladies and gentlemen, please step up. And it just becomes into a Saliva song. Remember that song that they did? No? Me neither.
Sure.
So I had to turn this off for rotation because I was talking to the kid today. And I was showing her the Lego, and she was amazed by it. She's like, that's awesome. Like, hell yeah, it is. The New York Rangers or New York Islanders, speaking of New York news, have been kicked out of the Barclays Center.
Woohoo!
As of 2018-19, they have to find a new place by 2018-19. Next year will be their last year at the Barclays Center, which is good for everybody because that place was horrid.
And if they don't play closing time at the end of the last game, jeez.
That's true. Yeah, Sean Leahy's going to be happy because that probably makes his commute now because apparently they're going to try to move back to the old Nassau Coliseum after it's gotten renovated. Nope, no word of a lie. Apparently they're looking at Nassau County is trying to get them back into the old Coliseum.
That's a delight. That is so fantastic.
So I think we all got worked here, guys. I think this is the plan all along.
And Wang wins again.
Exactly. He's not even owner anymore. So according to
Big Wangs.
According to I'm just looking at that's all right. So that's Wish's stuff. Is just a rundown. I'm trying to find the real story according to and New York CBS Local.com. If it loads. Apparently, the Islanders and some guy named Mangano, they're going to meet about a possible return to the Coliseum.
Maggiano's?
There it is. Mangano. Mangano. You guys are Italian. Figure it out.
I think it's Maggiano.
I'm talking to the viewers, not you guys.
Oh.
They're all Italian.
You guys out there, you're all Italians.
Hey, you guys, you do good. You do good, guys. So apparently they're talking about going back to the Coliseum because it's renovated. It's going to be open April 5th after it's been completely renovated. So congratulations.
Like the Cow Palace.
Like the Cow Palace. Renovating the Cow Palace. Man, Cow Palace still stands somehow, some way. It's a terrible thing.
Still sucks.
Still terrible. Still pretty freaking terrible. So, I'm kind of happy about this because it shows Brooklyn. There's no sleep until Brooklyn. Then you get to Brooklyn, you just snap on everything. Then players can stop bitching about having the long train rides too. Sick of that shit. Anyway, by the way, also the Islanders are still unbeaten in regulation under Doug Weight. So congratulations to them. Guess it was what's his name's fault. Oh, Capuano.
Jack Capuano.
So we found our new contender. The Sean O contender.
Uh-oh.
For Rookie of the Year. Sebastian Aho.
He's been good.
He has been playing amazing. He got a hat trick last night and a 4-point night for him. See if I can find his splits. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate my computer. It's a new computer and I already hate it. Sebastian Aho. Oh, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me, computer? Oh, you're the worst. All right, go to the phone. You're the worst. Hate every single one of you.
What did it do now?
It's just, for some reason, blacking me out of everything. Like, I can't, like, I can scroll over the links and it's, like, flashing, but I can't actually get, like, links up here. It's like a dark screen. It's the worst. I'm not a fan of it. So, maybe this will work now. Anyway. Sebastian Aho. 19 years old from the Swiss? No, from Finland. From Swiss? From Finland. He's been hot. 15 goals, 15 assists in 49 games. Pretty good. Not Austin Matthews good. I'll tell you that right now. But he has been good. So Austin Matthews is going to win this running away, but Aho might go ahead and give him a run for the money. I think. I doubt it. So there's that. Sebastian Aho, the Sean O, Member of Parliament. Don't know what that means. Yep.
So we're talking. This is the Spezza Award for the next however many years.
The Sean O Memorial Award for rookies.
Coming on in the second half.
Yeah, guy who comes on in the second half, as always. So, news out of the NHL. Reports are saying that the Avalanche and the Senators will play 2 games in Sweden next November. Going back
They
to
also
Europe.
say that somebody's playing in China.
I didn't see that part. Is that coming on? Is that a
I thought
thing?
I saw that somebody was playing in China next year, but it had
That's
to pass
probably-
NHLPA.
Ooh. I bet you that's probably be the Islanders.
Yeah, that's
NHL
actually
likes
where
to
they.
play.
That's actually where they're going to play next year.
Yes. After Barkley's debacle, they're just going, all right, so Johnny is correct. Has to be signed off. The Senators, Avalanche in Sweden have to be signed off. LA Kings, Vancouver Canucks exhibition games in China in September also have to be approved by the PA. So it'll be the first trip to Asia since 2000 for when they did game 1. Asia. So
The wrestler.
Yep. Wow. Which one? That you know what? That's a good reference. But which women's wrestler are you referring to?
I don't know. I thought there was a women's wrestler called Asia.
There was in WCW. That's a great pull.
Was
That's
she
an amazing pull.
was she the China version? Like
She
was
was
she the WCW's version of China?
Yep, she was a big muscly broad, and she was the ripoff during that time when China was a big thing in WWE.
No, I wasn't going like weird Asia. Like
No, I thought
what was the other?
I thought you mentioned I was mentioning China, and then you're like, oh, okay, Johnny made a China WWE reference. And like, if he used Asia as WCW, that's a deep cut, and I have to give him a round of applause for that.
Yeah,
Because
it
she was
is
around for
I
like
remember.
3.5 seconds.
That's fine. That was the time when I watched wrestling.
Nice.
And if I remember correctly, she may have been in WCW versus WWF, which is the only wrestlers I really knew.
Nice. All right.
There was nothing better. I think only GoldenEye was better than WCW versus WWF and as a game to get drunk and play.
You mean NWO versus NWO and not WWF?
Well, there was Revenge back in the day,
Right.
if you remember. But the very first
Wasn't
one that
it
came
like
out
the
was
4-player?
WCW versus NWO. It was the first like 4-player wrestling game that wasn't like a Nintendo
Oh.
game, but it didn't.
That's what it was.
It had real people in it, but it didn't have like some of the people weren't real. Like Rey Mysterio wasn't real. There was just like a luchador that looked like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, but let's be honest.
then-
There could have been like 85 Rey Mysterios.
yeah,
true.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong in saying that.
So, but then like Revenge came out, and then like actual finishing moves were created in the game and all. And
I feel like I remember Stone Cold Steve Austin being in a video game,
yeah, he was in a lot.
like an N64 game.
Yeah, he was. Because at one point, the company that made the WCW games switched and made the WWF games.
That was the Aki engine.
Yes.
Oh, but they were never together then.
No,
Because I thought that you could play like Goldberg versus Stone Cold.
probably in later
If you-
games.
or if you created the people yourself in the game.
See, there we go.
All right.
Mark bringing the knowledge.
Hmm. Yeah, all the time. That's all I do is knowledge it up.
All day, day. This breaking. Scott Darling opposing a mandate to slim-fitting pants for goalies.
What's he gonna do?
I don't
What a
know.
hipster.
He's just not gonna wear slim fitting pants.
He likes his Jenko pants. He doesn't want these slim-legged pants the NHL's going ahead and doing because they have now debuted. Goalies have slim pants now.
And the irony of it though is that Patrick Henrik Lundqvist has been wearing slim fitting pants for years. People just are noticing now.
Yeah. Like, oh, well then. Great. All right, so you guys want to do a hey, guess the list?
Sure, I like guessing things.
Top selling jerseys. We got top 15 according to NHLShop.com of the top 15 selling jerseys They were tabulated the first 3 months of the 2016-17 season. So we'll start off with Johnny P as we take the older Bertanzo first. Age over beauty. And Johnny, you go ahead and pick one of the 15.
Sidney Crosby.
Number one answer on the board. Mark.
Alex Ovechkin.
Number 7.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Johnny, back to you.
Austin Matthews.
Number 2 answer.
Nice.
Mark.
Connor McDavid.
Number 5 answer.
That's good.
John.
Evgeny Malkin.
Not on the board.
Wow.
Sorry.
I've already got next.
So we're trying to do top 5, right? Not top-
I'm doing
yeah.
top 10 or top 15. I got the
Okay.
top 15 in list in front of me.
All right. Patrick King.
That's number 3 answer. Johnny.
Jonathan Taves.
Number 4 answer.
All right.
Back to Mark.
Who would be number 6? Tarasenko.
Number 8 answer. Good call. Johnny?
I'm going to go with Drew Doughty.
No, sir. Sorry.
God damn it.
Sorry. Mark?
If he played somewhere else, I would have said Philip Forsberg, but Jaromir Jagr.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm going to go with Brent Burns.
Sorry.
Well, I already have 3 strikes.
Let's see.
I'm terrible at this fucking game.
Tavares.
Sorry. Yeah, the rest of the list is kind of gonzo.
Nicholas Backstrom.
No, sir. Sorry. Not that gonzo.
Eric Stahl.
No, though that'd be. I've seen a lot of Eric Stahl jerseys.
Are there
Henrik
any goalies on the
Lundqvist.
list?
Johnny just said it.
Okay.
Henrik Lundqvist, number 6. So we have 1 through 8. There is one more goalie out there.
Jonathan Quick.
No, sorry.
Devin Dubnyk.
Sorry, no. No Wild on this list.
Ryan Miller.
Sorry, no Canucks on this list.
Linus Olmark.
Hey, number 15. No, sorry.
Roberto Luongo.
Sorry. The Panthers are an endangered species on this list.
Mike Smith.
No, even after he scored that goal.
Damn
Braden
it.
Holtby.
He saved the All-Star game.
He did save that All-Star game. No Braden Holtby either.
Stop, Siri. God damn it.
The best part of the show. I love Siri as Johnny's cohort. All right, so number 9, Claude Giroux. Number 10, Shane Gostisbehere. Number 11,
the Ghost Bear.
the number 11, Dylan Larkin. Number 12, Carey Price. Number 13, Rick Nash.
What?
Still?
Yeah. Number 14, Patrice Bergeron.
I don't understand Rick Nash. Wait a minute, hold on. The Rangers jerseys haven't changed in years,
Nope.
and Rick Nash has been on the team for like 3 years.
Yeah,
Like,
3 or 4
who's still
years.
buying jerseys?
I don't know, but this guy's even worse. Ryan McDonough
What?
is 15 on this list.
I feel like these are Rangers fans that just started watching the Rangers.
Well, why
They're
is
like, oh, the Rangers are great.
Well, who keeps buying Sidney Crosby jerseys? Aside from the fact they play in like 17 outdoor games, so they have the alternates. But
Well, I can see Sidney Crosby jerseys
Oh.
because,
and they got new
everyone loves Sidney Crosby.
and they got new uniforms this year. So
That is true. They did get new uniforms.
surprised that Austin Matthews wasn't number 1. Toronto just driving up sales. That alone would have gotten to him.
I'm surprised that Mitch Marner isn't on that list.
I would have picked him over Ryan McDonough. In all honesty, he's good. Marner's good. Not so much me as it is Marner. He's good.
True. You want me to get Lyle?
Oh, yeah, go ahead, get Lyle. We'll talk about All-Star Game viewership up 42% this year. Hooray, hooray. I didn't watch the skills competition or the All-Star Game, so tried to get on NHL TV. They said it was blacked out. I said, the fuck? You said it was okay to do. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So,
Scotty's viewership down 100%.
Down, well, no, it was down 0%, so I didn't watch it last year either.
Oh,
so it was a smooth line across.
Take that, All-Star Game. It's basically like our viewers for the show,
right? Exactly.
It's like 0, 2, 0, 0, 0.
So we change the format. Change the format every year. Ugh. We'll get Lyle on. We'll talk about the NHL 100 because I think there's a lot of people with problems. With this list as a general,
I have a lot of problems with you people.
Yeah, Twitter was the Festivus after the NHL 100 was announced. So wouldn't you say, Lyle, that Twitter was Festivus in the airing of grievances once the the current 100 guys were announced?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, everybody was going to whine about some guy that they felt should have been on the list that wasn't, I mean, how Ty Domi didn't make the top 100. I'll never know. Good Lord. But anyway.
I enjoyed the fact that they had modern player. I said this on the Side Scramble. I don't think modern players should be there, much less half of the modern players being Blackhawks players.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
could easily put Yager in the 90s section too, and then.
Oh, for God's sake!
I did like to see Yager's. I did like to see Yager though.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I understand he's a current player and crushes a lot, but my God, put him in the 90s.
That should have been a 90. He definitely his best seasons were in the 90s. There's no question about that. So,
but
he's still a current player.
That's true, but is he?
Scotty hasn't gotten a jersey for 94.
I still have to get a
NHL 94 yet.
I still gotta get a jersey. Oh, by the way, we found a jersey. We found an old Sharks jersey, pro player Shark jersey at a thrift store in Fargo. So
you guys find all the cool stuff there. Man.
It was one of those ones that have mesh under the arm too, like the super 90s ones.
Wow,
it's like these.
What's that?
Like a practice jersey.
Almost like a practice jersey. Hold on, let me see if
this has mesh on the jerseys.
It was the Owen Nolan.
Oh no!
It was a. Oh yeah! Come on, give me something, baby. Give me some sugar there, baby.
Cool.
What are you doing here, baby?
Oh, and in case you're watching, it's 2-0 Capitals early in the first period against the.
Guess weren't they up 2-0 last? No, they weren't up 2-0 last time.
Backstrom with the goal, 2-0 in the slot. Boom, boom, done.
I think Backstrom's still in my lineup for fantasy hockey, actually.
That's good.
Well, then you're +1 tonight.
Yes. I haven't checked my team in a while. I feel like I have the attention span for one team. And my fantasy EPL team is doing well right now, so I can't think about hockey as well.
That's good. So can you see this?
Thanks for reminding me.
Can you guys see this at all?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's the jersey that we got.
Hey,
that jersey's a
pretty
fantastic
sharp,
jersey.
It doesn't have the Nolan
sharp
stuff on it, but this is just a picture. This is not the real thing. It's only a tribute. So yeah, we picked that up.
An incredible simulation.
At the Best Buy. At the Best Buy? No, we bought it at the thrift store. It'd be weird if we got a hockey jersey at the Best Buy, but it is North Dakota, so who the hell knows?
I don't.
Maybe
they have everything at the Best Buy in North Dakota.
I know, my God.
Blue. The shark has teeth. It's Bluetooth. There you go.
I liked it.
Yeah.
All right. Lyle, did you care about the NHL 100 list at all? Yes, no.
Okay, let's ask a better question. Were you forced to care about the NHL 100?
Yeah, were you forced to give a crap about
No. I mean, listen. I mean, I loves me the hockey history is not as much as Jen does, but I mean, I love me the hockey history. So I was interested to see who was going to be on the list, everything like that. I agree with your guys' take that maybe you should wait for this generation's best players to retire before you decide where they fit on that list.
Because that's 6 other players you could have put in.
Well, yeah, and then you can kind of.
Well, Yager would have been
that, but see, if you'd done that, then you would have had people going, "Why was no Ovechkin on the list? Why was Crosby on the list? Why was Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews on the list?" So
I kind of feel like you have to have some current players in there just for like newer fans as well.
Exactly, because if you don't, then you got 10-year-olds sitting there scratching their heads going, who's Joe Sakic? And they'll say that for real because they don't know who Joe Sakic. They never saw Joe Sakic play, but they've seen Sid play. They've seen Ovi play.
A lot of the Penguins and Caps fans are the same way. Who's Joe Sakic?
I agree with you, but like there are players that are playing right now that are in the top 100 for the amount of points scored over the course of their careers. Like they deserve to be there, regardless of whether they're still playing or not.
Listen, Ovechkin, I think deserves to be there. Crosby, I think deserves to be there.
And I think those are the only two.
Exactly. Now, if you want to make the case, for Taves and Kane down the road, well, fine. But I mean, Ovechkin has 750 goal seasons, on his resume. There's only 2 players in NHL history that had more 50 goal seasons than him. And they are
Bossy and Gretzky.
Very good. Well done.
There was actually a really funny video of Mike Bossy and Ovechkin talking during the behind the scenes of the NHL 100. And Bossy turns to Ovi and is like, so how many do you have? Like, if you score 50 goals, how many will it be this year? And he said 8, I think, or something. And he's like, he goes, oh, no. He goes, I don't know if I want you to do that. And he goes, no, I can't break your record.
Crosby, I mean, he's among a very elite group as well because points per game. There are very few players who have averaged more points per game than he has over their career. And whether we like it or not, he is the face of the NHL and has been for the last 10 years.
They are the Sosa and McGuire of the NHL.
They are this generation's.
Minus the juice.
Yeah. Well, obviously, but they are this.
Well, that's what you say.
Yeah. But they are this generation's Gretzky and Lemieux. They're this generation's Howe and Richard. That's who they are.
Yep. And
so, those two definitely, belong on the top 100. But Taves and Kane, and I have nothing against those guys. But
I do.
We know why, Johnny. It's
I just hold grudges.
That whole personal thing, and we know.
If Crosby had played for the Ducks, I wouldn't be this upset.
If he played for anyone else but the Penguins, goddammit.
Nah, see, there's 5 or 6 teams. If he had played for him, I would have been pissed.
What if he played for the Winnipeg Jets?
No, I'm gonna say that Sidney Crosby did really well for showing off his personality over this weekend.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
First All-Star game.
It was people went, good Lord, he has one.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, people think that he's about as interesting as burnt toast,
Most players are.
Yeah, well,
I mean, he wasn't squirting water in other people's mouths in order to.
But he was loosened. But he definitely loosened up. But I mean, listen, how did you guys? Yeah, but were you guys among the people who were kind of squirming a bit over the supposed this newfound friendship between Crosby and Ovechkin?
No, I think it's
oh my God, the Krovechkin people were calling it.
Listen, here's the thing: when they finally decide, you know what, last year let's go on the road together. When they make the Colorado Avalanche a playoff contending team in 5 years' time, we'll be the ones with the pie in our face.
Yes.
Oh no, it was really funny. I saw a picture of Ovechkin and Crosby on a Penguins Facebook page because I am friends with the governor, Mr. Metzger, And so I, against all better judgment, went down and started reading some comments, and people are commenting on it, and they're like, oh, well, this could have happened. The Capitals were thinking between Ovechkin and Malkin and this, that, and the other thing, and it goes down 2, 3, 4, 5 things, and somebody's like, I would never want to see Ovi and Crosby play together, and I'm like, you would have never had this issue 7 years ago because you would have never known who both of them were.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of a sudden you would have been like, woo, both are Penguins. Let's go. Yeah. This is awesome.
Woo. Yeah.
But it just goes to the fact that I don't think that I really hate the Penguins anymore. I just hate their fans.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's
That's
true.
a reasonable thing. You can
Like,
hate a
I
team
feel like
for
I've
keep
stopped
fan.
hating the team.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there are some fans like Senator Metzer who is very very well off, and I can deal with some of them, but I think I have a
Definitely.
hatred for the city. I think that city's a pile of shit, and I'll
I'm
be the
fine
first
with-
to say it.
I'm fine with Chief Justice Metzer being the guy, though, that is like the ambassador to
Supreme
Pittsburgh.
Court Judge Metzer is a great fella, and I, for one, welcome him to our new Supreme Court.
Oh, that'll be next year. That'll be next
Yeah.
year's nomination.
You know what? Governor General Metzer has been really great. I'm glad for that.
You, for one, welcome your Trumpian overlords.
You know what? I'm also going to welcome the new Bruins head coach after they fire Julian after this game. My God, they are not good.
It's nothing to do with.
No, but it's got
Oh, Julian.
Here's
That
the thing.
well, that's
Jake Allen being a terrible goaltender got Hitchcock out early. So
yep. So this one just lack of depth in the.
Everything.
Well, that's what you do when you're the general manager. It's all in the general manager. Listen, I'll give Doug Armstrong props for taking the blame for the mess, saying that, basically saying straight out what everybody was thinking. He is the scapegoat for my fuck ups.
Yep.
Now, he didn't say it in so many words, but that's basically what
Yeah,
he
because
said.
that would have been we would have heard about that.
Well,
for a
that would
while.
have been so much better. I'm sure that's what he felt like saying.
Yeah.
But yeah. But that's what it was. He screwed up. Doug Armstrong screwed up and, saddled Hitchcock with this roster. And now he's paying the price for it. So what do? You're trying to shake things up. You're trying to save the season. I had to chuckle with some people say, well, no, but they don't have to make any significant moves after this. Don't make any significant roster moves. You shake things up, all the coaching. But, no, don't kid yourself. If they didn't give a shit about, the season, about, we'll stick with what we got, and we're still kind of in a transitional phase right now. We don't want to shake things up, blah, blah, blah. So missing the playoffs, making the playoffs this year isn't that important. They wouldn't have fired Hitchcock. They wouldn't have done it because this was Hitchcock's final season. But, this was wrong from the get-go anyway. To say that this is Hitchcock's last season and Mike Yeo's going to take over at the end of it, the players tuned him out.
Mhm.
I mean, why would you sit there, honestly? If this guy's giving, if you had a bad effort in a couple of games and, Hitchcock's giving you shit, what do you care? It's like, hey, I'm on a contract. I got 3 more years here. You're out of here at the end of the year. See you later there, old man.
They're all contractors anyway.
It's not like Alex Rodriguez at the end of his career, or like Cal Ripken, who does victory
Exactly.
laps around every stadium that he goes to. Like
Right.
the coach
Yeah.
is disposable.
Exactly.
Like,
Every coach is
except for
disposable.
Scotty Bowman. Except for Scotty Bowman,
Well,
maybe.
And
Well-
even Scotty Bowman got boot
Even
torqued out
early
of
in his
Buffalo
career. Yeah.
30 years ago. So he had his down cycle too. Every coach is hired to be fired. It happens. But
You don't get that with that sort of fanfare with coaches. With the players, it's like, yes, it's David Ortiz's last season. Let's celebrate his career. It was fantastic. He
Yeah.
did such a great job. He did so many great
win,
things.
let's win one more for Ken Hitchcock. Let's win a cup for Ken here. Let's send him out as a winner. No, you didn't get that. And the Boston Bruins are on the board.
All right. Well,
Bruins on the board.
Claude Julian
And
kid.
and
I told you that kid.
And
I
it's
told
Brad
you to find that
Marchand,
kid.
everybody's favorite slew footer, Brad Marchand. He's a real
Gonzo.
pisser. He's a real pisser, that boy.
Gonzo.
Mm.
That's the thing that's the thing that upsets me about Brad Marchand.
Great player, dirty player.
Guy, exactly. Great player, dirty player. It's like, the goal he just scored, if you happen to see it on the replay, beautiful wrister, top shelf. Just catches inside the pipe.
Top cheddar kid.
Beautiful. Beautiful. But yet, last night, an obvious slew foot on Anton Strawman. Uncalled. Well, it didn't look like he was actually going for it. But you know what? He stopped being allowed the benefit of the doubt a long
Just because he potted a lot of goals last year does not.
and that he's potting even more this year. Jesus, this year he's on an 80 point pace. You could make the case. You could make the case if you were going to be voting for the Hart Trophy that Brad Marchand would merit consideration, because without him, where would the Bruins be
You're right.
this season?
Where would the Bruins be this season?
There he is, and there he is. The pride of Hammond's playing Nova Scotia. Good looking Nova Scotia boy there. Yes, sir. But
it looks like he's a little blue over the Bruins season too.
Yeah. But you can make the case for Brad Marchand as as for the Hart Trophy, because he's definitely been the Bruins' most valuable player this year. He's their leading scorer by a friggin' mile. Nobody even comes near him. He's in the top 10 in scoring. I mean, this guy, could be in the running to win the Richard Trophy if he, keeps going the way he's going. He could definitely put up a good challenge. So, but the thing is, I understand why, it was his feistiness that got him into the league. He's a little guy, so he came in with a chip on his shoulder. I get that. And earlier in his career, you're trying to make your way here in the league. So I kind of get, why he plays, with that sort of little ball of hate, if you will. But you're now 28 years old. Last season, you had 37 goals. You established yourself as a scoring star. You played well enough to earn a spot on Team Canada, both the World Championships and the World Cup of Hockey. You played well enough to earn a spot legitimately in the All-Star game this year. Why are you stooping to these?
Stop being a dick.
Thank you.
What we gotta say.
Basically, yes. Stop. There's no need for you to be a dick anymore. All right, you're a great player, and he is. He's legitimately a terrific player, a great player. Again, without his scoring this season, the Bruins wouldn't be in a playoff position.
He's what would happen if Sean Avery actually turned his career around.
Exactly. That's a perfect analogy. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, and this is the thing that pissed me off about Claude Lemieux. Claude Lemieux, terrific player, terrific all-around player, but he's such a cheap shot artist, and I hated that about him. Claude Lemieux, away from the game too, nice guy. One of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet. But on the ice, I hated him. When he played, I hated him during his playing career. I hated him when he played for the Habs. I thought he was an embarrassment with his cheap shot tactics.
I feel like if I was good enough at hockey as a skater to have been like in the NHL, I feel like I would have been one of those energy grinder guys before energy grinders were like normal fourth line staples. I would have had to probably learn a different craft in my time, 10 years ago, to like not fighting. Obviously, I wouldn't have been Stephen Pete. Yeah, maybe maybe build the boards. But I'm saying like I feel like I would have been pretty quick. I feel like I would have not I wouldn't have given up on any puck. I would have gone after everything. But I feel like I would have wound up learning how to hit people after the play, or learning how to get under people's skin, not a Claude Lemieux, not to that level, but maybe to a little bit of.
Listen,
I can see myself in Brad Marchand.
Mark, you don't have to sell us. We already signed you, buddy.
No, sure. No, I mean, no, but I get that to a point. Yeah, but Brad Marchand takes it far beyond just being the feisty guy. Okay, like being feisty, kind of, a little face washing, that sort of thing, a little jostling or whatever. Yeah, getting under the guy's skin.
Jocelyn was his brother.
That's one thing. Yes, Jocelyn. But that's one thing, getting under the skin. But doing what he does, I mean, the guy's had 4 suspensions, totaling 12 games on his resume. He's been in the league only 7 seasons. Okay, suspended 4 times, a total of 12 games, $10,000 fine maximum. And the only reason why he got that fine was because he was going to the All-Star game. If he had not been selected for the All-Star game, that's a 5 to 7 gamer for sure. Gone. Okay, so yeah. And then letting him get
does it the first game back.
Yeah, first game back, and he turns around, and it was an obvious slew foot. But yet the league turns around. Oh, wow. Yeah. In other words, one set of rules for the pluggers and one set of rules for the scoring stars. Because now he's a star. He's a scoring star. He's the Bruins' best player. The Bruins need him if they're going to make the playoffs.
The NHL can't sell Brad Marchand, right? Like there's no like viable like.
Sure, they can. Hey, this kid's got character. Look, little guy, feisty, made his way in. He started off as a grinder. Now he's a scorer. What's not to like? Comes from Hammond Plains, Nova Scotia. Unless you're from the Maritimes, nobody else in the world knows where Hammond Plains is. The only thing
I'm still convinced you made it up.
The only thing I know about Hammond's Place that I remember about it is that we went camping there a couple of times when I was a kid, and there was nothing to fucking see there. So there you go.
Not good
Now
memories?
it's all built out, and it's quite nice.
Okay,
It's a
well.
suburb. It's a suburb of Halifax. now,
shit.
But anyway, yeah, it is.
Sorry, I missed that.
But anyway, oh yeah, wee. But anyway, but you know,
Scotty actually drove past it. I feel like on his way.
Very possible. Very possible I did that.
yeah.
All right.
Picture a whole lot of nothing, and that would have been Hammond's Plains.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds about my trip across Saskatchewan
There
and
you go.
fucking Manitoba.
Only you would have seen more trees, and that would have been it. More trees and some more farm. Well, no, you would have seen a lot of farmland going through. You would just see more trees if you went through Hammond's
Oh,
Plains.
I would see a ton more trees. There was no
Back in the
trees we
70s
had.
would have been a lot more trees. You would have been like, wow, that's a lot of trees. But anyway,
All right, Lyle, we got 2 ways to go here.
Sir.
We're in a fork in the road at the show with you. Here.
let's do this.
We can go business up front and then party in the back. We can do mullet, or we can do reverse mullet, where it's party in the front, business in the back.
Oh, this
Which
sounds
is
very
actually
dirty.
just
So
the jersey
I'm gonna
Wild
leave
House.
this up to. I'm gonna leave this up to. Oh, by the way, are we still doing the
That's
draft?
what I'm trying to decide here now, Lyle.
expansion
If we're
draft
gonna-
pickup? Then let's please do it because I
have
went and yes.
All right, because we all have ours picked too.
Because I have a pick too, and like if you can just tell me how to do this, like Google Chumbobby show 'em.
There's a thing on the side when you put on the
Oh,
screen.
screen share. There we go.
There it is.
There it
There's
is. So
my
you got to
boy.
help the old guy. Here
That's
you
a boy.
go. Hey,
All
at
right.
least I figured out how to do
There
the
you go.
screenshot of the draft thingy. Chumbobby Quizzes.
That took me a bit. I had to like, what the hell's with this Chromebook shit? Why did I get the fudge?
The hell?
All right, so Mark, since you took, I think, the least amount of time to pick your team.
Oh, excuse me.
I probably did. I mean, I had. Thanks, Lyle.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
that's how it is.
I got a bit of a cold. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus.
There you go.
Good God.
I was gonna be not even lying. Anyway,
Are we
Go,
all
man.
doing this? Because I'm fine with the little nose blowing if it needs to.
All right.
Yeah, we all in this? We all in? All in? All right.
Are we just gonna
I mean,
read down the list? How do you want to do this?
It's up to you, man. If
Yeah.
you want to screen share,
How
you
you
can
making
screen
this
share
happen?
it. If
you
you
can
want.
screen share. It's faster. Yeah.
Oof.
Throw 'em up.
All right, I'll give it a
Throw 'em up there.
shot. I'll see what I can do. Let's see. I need to download the actual because I took a screenshot of it and then let me download.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I have to zoom in on mine to figure.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I don't because I have it on. I saved it on my thingy too.
You
Ladies,
saved it on your thingy. Hello.
ladies.
All right,
Pick
here we
your
go.
team.
Pick your team here.
Okay.
I don't
By
know
the
how
way,
I ended up being like a
we-
little Irish.
We're all
guy,
doing
but-
this because in 142 days, the Face Off Hockey Show will have exclusive coverage of the expansion draft.
Okay, how do I put this in here now?
Okay, Lyle, if
Hey,
schools didn't teach you, I have no idea for you.
I don't know. Like shit.
No, you're not supposed to shit.
Don't shit in it, Lyle.
No, it's not. God damn it!
You have to have it in like a separate window itself. Like it can't be. A
I can
tab.
start if
Johnny,
if-
please start. If
John,
you start.
start.
Okay.
John, you
Johnny's
start.
okay. I have to have it in a separate window. Oh.
There we go.
I
Oh.
got it. I got mine. I got
Okay.
mine actually.
All right, Mark.
Okay, go for it then. Here's mine.
All right, I don't know if you guys can
As
even-
the rest of the guys get their stuff done, Lyle struggles with basic motor skills.
Where's the download?
I doubt you can even see it. But
All right, so read it. Read it. Read it a little bit.
Hate you guys.
Here, I'll zoom in, roll over. Can you see
Sorry,
it?
go ahead.
All right. So at the top we got Jacob Silverberg from the Ducks. He's one of
Yeah.
the 3 players that goes into the 2019 season. Patrick Berglund, Justin Williams, I believe, is going to get signed off of the Caps. That's going to suck. But after he wins the Stanley Cup, he doesn't care where he goes.
Another one.
Matthew Perreault from the Wings or from the Jets.
So I'm
I
going
mean,
to say this is kind of ironic at this point because Matthew Perreault wasn't available for me.
What?
he's on the IR. That's why.
No, I think we've gotten different. I feel like if you clicked the buttons that like the checkbox and then the auto protect people, it protected different people each time.
Really?
Okay.
Continue.
I have Lee Stempniak from the Hurricanes, Blake Como from the Avalanche, Marcus Foligno from the Sabres, Lance Buma from the Flames,
Drop it,
Riley
Buma.
Sheehan from the Wings, I know that's probably never going to happen, but whatever. Michael Grabner from the Rangers, Eric Condra from the Lightning, Chris Stewart from the Wild, Patrick Eaves from the Stars, Boyd Gordon from the Flyers, Nash Riley from the Bruins, Cody McLeod from the Predators, and Jordan Tutu, just because I like Jordan Tutu.
Nice.
From the Hawks. Those are your forwards. Your defenseman, Mark-Edward Vlasic from the Sharks.
That's
Lucas
a big one.
Spiza.
Ooh, that's a big one.
He has a no-trade clause, which I thought that meant he was protected, but it didn't protect him.
No trades do not. It's no movements. No movement clauses are the only protectors. So
Lucas Spiza from the Canucks, Roman Polak from the Maple Leafs, Thomas Hickey from the Islanders, Braden McNabb from the Kings, John Moore from the Devils, Dalton Prout from the Columbus Blue Jackets, Luke Shen from the Arizona Coyotes, Nathan Bolio.
You have a very thin defense.
Maybe. Nathan Bolio from the Beaulieu from the
Nathan
Canadiens, Eric Gryba from the Oilers, and I got Rito Berra, Andrew Hammond, and Matt Murray.
Interesting.
Nice.
By the way, I checked too, and I do not have Matthew Perreault either. And I picked both. I checked the thing and I unchecked it too.
I don't know.
So I checked it and I clicked auto save, and I did it multiple times. And I remember the second or third time I did it, of putting Matthew Perreault on a team, but the other 3 times I did it, it did not.
That's weird.
So
I wonder what that's all about.
Maybe it just doesn't pick the same people all the time.
I don't know.
All right, well, I'll go into mine then,
Go
I
ahead.
guess. I have a projected cap space of almost 13 mil.
I love it.
Left over when this is all said and done.
A lot of room.
So I have Benoit Pouliot, Colin Wilson, also picked Jacob Silberg, Jamie McGinn. I brought Matt Martin in to my team, Yannick Hansen, Neil Yakupov, Joe Colburn, Dale Weiss, Riley Sheehan, Antoine Roussel, Eric Fair, Jay Beagle, Victor Stahlberg, JT Brown, Tom Pyatt, and Justin Fontaine, who I will just send down to the minors. I have TJ Brody, Jack Johnson, Marco Scandella, Mark Stewart, Matt Green, Kevin Millar. I'm just assuming it's the same person that played for the Red Sox.
Yep, first baseman.
David Schlemko, Calvin DeHaan, Brian Campbell, and Nikita Nesterov as my D. And I have James Reimer as my starting goalie with a backup of Keith Kincaid. And Linus Hallmark he's waiver exempt, so he can go up and down all season if he needs to.
Heyo.
So I got that. Yeah. And I did add Antoine Roussel just to be an agitator because it brings energy to the stadium, and that's what a new stadium needs.
Exactly.
In Vegas is people to bring energy.
Perfect. That's a good idea.
Loud, you want to? That's a good team.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna try this, but I don't know.
If he hangs up on us, we talk shit about him.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Okay, you guys see this or not? No?
I can't
see
it. Yeah.
All right, don't worry about it.
All right.
What do I got to do here? Because
all right. So the screen thing, you just hit the green thing and it'll say screen share, and it'll come up with a screen share for Hangouts. So you have like different boxes there, and you pick the box that says it's your team.
This is okay. Google Hangouts wants to share the contents of your screen, so I just say share.
So sure. And then you click the one that you want to share, and then you say start screen share.
Yeah, click the one that has your team in it.
Yeah,
like that.
Hey, I think we got okay. That's
okay. Right. Yeah, double click on one of those screenshots and open up the screenshot.
And hope it's not his penis. Oh my god.
And then you might want to do screen share again and see if you can screen share the screenshot. No. That you opened it up.
Because it didn't work.
All right.
Is it
double click that? No, because it's just going to show his folder thing. So he has to open up the picture thing.
Go back to screen share.
Lyle is
and now see if like the picture's open. Okay, email me the picture. I'll talk, and you can.
Shows that I'm screen sharing. What? But
Yeah, but you're screen sharing your folders tab, so we can see what's in your folder there. So
Okay,
all
email
that
me the-
pornography for
Oh,
our
all I need
podcast
to do,
listeners.
Okay.
Email,
Oh, that's
email
not
me
fun.
the and I'll talk through it. I'll screen share yours and I'll talk through it real quick.
I'm gone. No. You know what? I'm just gonna make.
Just gonna
this-
read it off.
I'll just read it off, guys.
All right,
This-
read it.
this-
Read it.
this is-
Okay.
this-
All
yeah.
right, Lau. Technology is scary at times.
Yeah, it is, and I'm old, and there are wolves after me. So
Exactly. You're not wrong.
you know, that's
Always.
I'm not wrong.
Twilight
I'm not
movie all
wrong.
of a sudden? What the fuck?
I know. It's sad and pathetic at the
Sad
same
and long,
time.
but here we are.
But there we are.
All
So
right.
I'll just give me a minute here. La la la. All right. First one is just going to be my forwards, and it is Alex Killorn, Nikolai Kulemin, Jacob Silverberg, Matt Reed, Joel Ward, Lee Stempniak, Yannick Hansen, Michael Grabner, Alex Burmistrov, Torrey Mitchell, William Carlson, Dmitry Jaskin, Andrew Kopp, Curtis Lazar, Michael Furlan, Bo Bennett, because I felt sorry for him, and
we all do.
Victor Arvidsson. So
Ooh, Magnus for Arvidsson.
yeah, now all these guys are signed through next season, and let's see, Burmistrov, Kopp, Lazar, Furlan, Bennett, and Arvidsson will be restricted free agents. I've got one long-term signing, and that's Alex Killorn. Good two-way player. Silverberg gives me some scoring there. Carlson, he's an up-and-comer. Arvidsson's an up-and-comer. So those guys can form the core of my youth. Grabner, another scorer, streaky guy, but he could work out for me. And Lee Stempniak, another one. So, you got to have some.
Some grit.
Grit in there and all that happy stuff too. All right, on defense, Jonas Brodin, Josh Georges, Adam McQuaid, Braden McNabb, Brandon Davidson, Martin Marinson, just cuz, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, Brian Dumoulin, Patrick Wirkosh, and Essa Lindell. So I've got one long-term guy there in Jonas Brodin. Josh Georges brings the leadership and the shot blocking. Davidson, Van Riemsdyk, Dumoulin, and Lindell can also be part of my core going forward. McQuaid obviously provides some grit in there and leadership as well. And finally, my goaltenders are Jimmy Howard, James Reimer, and Philip Grubauer.
Interesting.
Wow.
I was wondering where the cat.
You have three basically. You have three starting goalies.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
That's pretty good. Good platoon.
That gives me. I have a. It is an estimated projected cap hit of 53.8 mil. So might put me a little bit below, depending on what the cap floor will be next season. But given the players that I have selected, I got a bit of trade bait in there if I need to trade up. So
right. There you go.
There we go.
So
are we keeping these and we're checking off the ones we got right?
Yep. When we actually, as we do it on 142 days from now, live exclusive coverage, or 24 days. I don't know which. All right. So here is my team.
I'll leave this down here then.
Perfect. Jacob Silverberg is a guy who I think across the board we picked. So
yeah, I think he's gone to every team.
Gone.
Yeah.
I got Thomas Plekanec, got Benoit Pouliot, Blake Como, Lance Boma, Matt Calvert.
Yeah, our teams sound kind of similar there.
Yeah, Riley Sheehan, Vladislav Nanstrakov, Jay Beagle. It was tough to pick between Beagle and Alsner because I think GM would love both of them.
Yeah.
Michael Grabner, Colton Sauvier, Scotty Upshall, just because he won't sign for that team. Shane Prince, who'll be a good guy in the minors. Same with Brock McGinn, who can go up, down. Ryan DeZingle, who is arbitration eligible. William Carrier and Austin Watson are my forwards. On defense, Jonas Brodin, Lucas Skibba, Brendan Dillon, Kevin Millar, Braden McNabb, Martin Marison, Luke Shen, John Merrill, Jordy Ben, TJ Brennan, another guy who's going to be in the minors. My goaltenders are Hutchinson, Murray, and Scott Darling.
Oh, your team and my team are not too far off.
I was going to say, I saw that. I'm like, wait, that's like half my team.
One thing I'm going to say about mine very quickly. First of all, I didn't bother picking Murray because I know he's not going to be available. So I didn't even waste I did not even waste my time. Yeah. I just passed over him and went for another Penguin because I knew he wasn't going to be available. I also didn't draft anybody who's eligible for unrestricted free agency this summer because I don't want to get into the hassle of trying to convince an unrestricted free agent to sign. I don't want to waste a draft pick.
Well,
I want
that's
a player
kind
who's
of why I
going to be
picked
part of
two.
my future.
That's why I picked two guys who I knew wouldn't sign there, and it's not really a big loss if you get the other guys.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna, yeah.
Because I had Yakupov on mine, and I'm just like, that's arbitration eligible. I don't know if they want to go through that headache when he can bolt too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's fine.
But yeah.
I think
Overall,
we had good teams.
Listen, I don't think we're going to do any worse than GM. To be quite honest,
we really can't, right?
I mean, well, listen, I know that the NHL is trying to make it so that these teams can get some decent players, so they're not getting, the garbage. But let's face it. I mean, even with the rules that that are in place now, there's still not a lot of really good players that are going to be available. There's not a lot. You're not getting a lot of stars. Let's just put it that way. You're not going to be able to grab a superstar. No. Nobody's got a disposable superstar there. So, unless you're.
I will say that Cap Friendly allowed me to take Justin Falk from Carolina. As one of the defenders, which is why I'm saying I think that you got different people.
Yeah, if you get them.
Because I definitely like 3 of the times I did it, I could have taken Justin Falk, and I was like, that's just not even right. Like,
yeah, because you got to. But then again, I mean, who can say? Maybe they leave him unprotected because they got a lot of defensemen. Anaheim's got a lot of defensemen. Carolina's got a lot of defensemen. Minnesota got a lot of defensemen. So one of those 3 teams, they're going to lose a good blue liner.
But Justin Falk,
yeah, I could see them protecting him, but by the same token, if they decide they want to free up some cap space, if they're happy with the guys they've got, the young guys, if they're looking at promoting and maybe they want to look at freeing up some cap space to bring in a high-scoring forward, maybe you leave them unprotected. Just saying, maybe.
It really depends on how they think Klaus Dahlbeck is going to he's going to become. In all honesty.
Because I mean, personally, I just assumed that Falk was going to be protected, so I didn't even put him, have him in there, when I did my picks for the Hurricanes, which is why I grabbed Lee Stempniak. It's the same as it gave me, Matt Murray would be available, because they have to protect Marc-Andre Fleury. But everybody knows Matt Murray's going to be protected. If they don't trade Fleury, he'll be bought out before the draft. Some people think that they can't buy them out. Yes, they can. The buyout period is either the
24
at the very latest, at 48 hours following the end of the Stanley Cup final, or June 16th, whichever comes later. This year, the Stanley Cup final, the last possible date is June 14th. So that means the buyout period can start on the 16th.
At the latest.
At the latest. So that now, and remember, teams have to have their lists of protected players in by 5 p.m. Eastern time on the 17th. So that's plenty of time for a team to turn around and buy a guy out. That's why Pierre LeBrun a couple of weeks ago was saying, if the Penguins can't trade Fleury, they'll buy him out. They may not like going that option, but they'd be willing to do it to protect Matt Murray. The only other option is you try and swing a side deal, and that's no guarantee.
If I'm any team in the NHL, do I even even if I'm the St. Louis Blues and I need goal, if I'm the Dallas Stars and I need goaltending, do I help Pittsburgh out?
Depends on what's in it for you.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
What's in it for you?
Because that's the route I'm thinking of. In terms of
Fleury plus
Fleury plus 40% plus prospects. What's
Fleury plus? Yeah, you pick up part of it plus. Yeah, see if you can't shake another like a prospect or draft pick out away from them.
And then it's at that point, how far are they willing to go?
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, buying him out could be more cost effective than trying to swing a trade.
Because how long is his contract until 2019?
2019.
So 40% of that contract for the next however many years.
And so you're picking up 2/3 of it
Yeah.
until 2021.
If you buy it out.
Because remember, it's 2/3 the value over twice the remaining tenure. So you'd be picking up 60% of that until 2021. Not something you'd want to do, but you do free up a bit of cap space, and you've got them. You protect Matt Murray, which is what they want to do.
Or you pick up 40% of that for the next 2 years, but risk a blooming prospect.
And trade him away. It's like pick your poison. You're not going to like either one. So which one's going to hurt you the least? If you could do the trade where you could shed, you pick up 40% of his salary, but it's only for 2 more years, so it's going to cost you a top prospect. Well, it might be worth it. Might be worth it.
Take 30% off the top. Take 20 off the bottom line, and you might have a deal.
I can get you out of here tax and title for only a cap hit of 4.7 a year. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it, and I'll throw in, I'll throw you in a Daniel Sprague. That's beautiful. He's overseas, European.
Look,
beautiful.
I'll take care of his first knee surgery myself. Okay. As if you take him.
We got a lot of hospitals here in Pittsburgh. We got a guy we know him. He like mama. He like mama used to make and sew up the sauce.
Trust me, you're going to love this deal. Trust me, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be the biggest deal, the biggest you've ever seen. Trust me, you're going to love this deal. Just like I love how CNN gets everything wrong.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Wrong.
I'm not gonna tell you, woman. You see our city. You love our city. You love our city. We got a lot of bridges. I'm trying to build a bridge to you. I'm building a bridge to you. Giving you 40% plus the low end. Plus you'll get yourself. You know what? I might throw in a rust. I might throw in a rust protection. That means I don't.
Did you just hold on? Did you just turn into Metzger? Is that the Metzger voice?
Scotty, I love what you're trying to do. I think that you've got a bright future, but unfortunately, I can't bring you on as Attorney General. You're fired.
No deal.
You're fired.
Scotty, your phone turns into yeah.
You're gonna be going around fist bump.
It's celebrity president.
I'm sorry, I can't do this. You're fired.
Now get to the chopper.
Air Force One.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
All right, that was Pick Your Team. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, I don't give a shit. It was fun for us.
It was fun for us.
And
honestly, as I said, I don't. Go ahead, Johnny.
If fans would like to create their own teams and email them, take screenshots, put them in a Word, do what you need to do, email faceoffhockeyshow@gmail.com. We'll get your emails and we'll read them on the air.
Read them on the air and read off your team. Pick a team.
Yes, pick a team.
And maybe, just maybe, if you get the most percentage correct, we do something. I doubt it, but we'll do something. We'll figure something out.
Well, I'm saving my screenshots because I'm saving those screenshots because I'm going to be interested to actually see, what this Vegas Golden Knights team actually looks like because it'd be interesting to see.
We can send them out to our. I'll send them out.
We can do that.
I'll send mine out right now.
Perfect. We will keep it.
Fine. I'll send mine out too.
I'll keep it. I'll send mine out later. I'll send mine out later, and I got Johnny's. So
I'll do it now.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. In a bit. I'm trying to host a show now.
Do you want your Gmail address, Lyle?
No, use the
Do I want it?
Use Lyle Richardson at Spectralink.
Whoa! Come on. I have the email addresses.
Mark wants to know where to send his thing to, and send it to the Gmail account. Yes, all of us, all the Gmail accounts. Mark.
Okay.
Thank you.
Plus, I like Lyle's email. Still shows up in my Gmail. The one from like 15 years ago.
50 years ago. From the one from 15 years ago. Yeah.
Eastlink.ca.
And he keeps sending it back.
Eastlink. Is it the Eastlink.ca one or is it? Yeah.
And it keeps sending back to me like this doesn't exist anymore, and I'm like, fuck! Why does this keep pulling up?
PEI.eastlink.ca.
PEI.eastlink.ca. Yeah.
Well, Lyle, Las Vegas could get started early, as they're allowed to trade once the sale's done.
Yeah, well, they're allowed to trade they're allowed to trade at trade deadline, my friends. 1st of March, they are allowed to make deals.
But wasn't it that they couldn't trade for players that were currently playing?
Here's the deal. Once they close the transaction, which is the sale of the team has been finalized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they still owe $50 million.
Yeah, they they will be able to make player-related transactions with some parameters. Bill Daly said, obviously, he can't acquire players who are still playing the 2016-17 season, but he can acquire draft picks and can acquire unsigned draft choices, signed draft choices, player assets, and the like. He can start making deals associated with the expansion draft as well.
Yep.
So these are where these gonzo deals where if you don't pick one of our goalies, we'll allow you to have this guy side deals.
That's what I'm saying. Here come the side deals.
Shit, as long as you don't get Kit with that side deal, he wife ain't gonna matter. Wait, what? Hold on, that's a different kind of side deal. That's some.
That took a sudden turn.
All right, change the subject.
All right, so subject change. Next topic.
Good God, he's back from the grave.
Nikita Nesterov, good prospect for draft. Go. Nikita Nesterov acquired by the Montreal Les Habitants from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Lyle, you see this good? Is Guten? Is Guten moving?
He's Guten moving, yeah. Puck moving defenseman, which is what he was looking for. A depth guy. You know, not bad. Basically got him for a song. So
what song was that?
Song of the South. I don't know. Whatever. You can
sweet potato pie, and I'll shut my mouth.
There you go. Oh, and Brad Marchand, he scored again. So there you go, and it's all tied up.
Can't somebody hit him in the head?
It's not tied up. It's 3-1.
I was gonna say it's three deuce.
That's 3-2, 3 deuce. Anyway, but no, yeah. Listen, I mean, they got him for very little, a minor league center and a 6th round pick. So a good affordable depth addition. I like the move. Could be a precursor maybe to something bigger, because of course GM Marc Bergevin wants to get himself a center. Wants a scoring center. So that has some people thinking, hey, maybe Nathan Beaulieu, maybe draft pick and and maybe they can send him to Colorado for Matt Duchene. And then by that point, that's when I spit my coffee on the screen and go, you're out of your tiny little mind. That was actually suggested by somebody who should know better. I won't embarrass them because I like this person, and I just think they had a momentary lapse. No, they had a momentary lapse of reason. I like the guy. I'm not going to do that. If I didn't like him, I would happily say you're out of your tiny little mind. No, but Nathan Beaulieu and a top draft pick and a top prospect is not going to get you Matt Duchene. Just stop with that. It's not going to happen. But I dare say maybe he might use Beaulieu maybe to try and get himself like I said, maybe get himself a second line guy somewhere. There could be some options. He's been able to come up with some interesting deals in the past. I wouldn't put it past him to try and do it again this year. I mean, I know Bergevin, yes, they say he's interested in trying to get Duchene, and I don't doubt it, but he's not gonna. I don't see any playoff contender paying the equivalent of a top 4 defenseman, a 1st round pick, a top prospect, and more to get Matt Duchene.
How much more?
But wait,
yeah, either a player, maybe another draft pick, maybe another prospect. This whole plus, it's like, oh, they want this plus, and it's like, you ain't getting that. You're not getting a top 4 defenseman, a 1st round draft pick, and a top prospect for Matt Duchene. Period. You're not getting that. You could get a top 4 defenseman and a 1st round pick or a top prospect. That's as far as it's going. I don't blame Steve Yzerman for asking the moon for this guy, but it's a king's ransom. You're not getting that. Sorry. You're just not.
That's a shame.
It would be fun if you did. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 2. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, 2-2 still. Capitals and your Capitals and the Bruins. 12:28 left in the second. There we go. That's your game update.
All right, perfect.
Brought to you by me.
There you go.
Eastlake.
Eastlink.
No.
Shout out Eastlink.
No. I dumped Eastlink 4 years ago. Bella Line now. Yeah. Bella Line gave me a better package, guys.
That's my package.
That's my package. And yes, it is. I said, yes, it is.
Wow. Also, Justin Peters got traded today. Wow, how can we deal with the loss of Justin Peters?
The Vapors.
I don't know.
Going to Dallas, I believe.
Yeah, like they need a.
He's not the goal. This is not the goal.
Oh God, I hope it is.
Oh,
I
that'd
hope
be
he's
great.
the goalie of the future.
That would be great. That would be great.
Be
Poor
tremendous.
Justin Peters. Remember, once upon a time, he was supposed to be Hurricanes goalie of the future. Once upon a time, wasn't it? The Hurricanes. Pretty sure.
Yep, he was because he was
Back in the
behind
day?
Cammy Ford.
Yeah, once upon a time.
Once upon a time, not too long
Seen
ago.
as the heir apparent, not anymore.
Hair, I get it because he's got good quaff. Don't know what that meant. Who else traded? Someone else got traded by the Coyotes today too.
Henrik Samuelsson.
Yes, everybody's leaving the Coyotes. Steph Shane Doan
Played a grand total of 3 games for the Coyotes.
Listen, man, that was the best
he was
3 games ever.
First round pick in 2012, if memory
Is
serves.
that all son?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he's or Shell. I don't know. He's one of the Samuelson's kids. I don't know.
Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we?
Let's find out as scrolling down.
Come on, Wikipedia. Don't disappoint me. Personal life. He is the son of Ulf Samuelsson.
Hey, big winner.
There you go. Winner, winner, chicken
Give
dinner.
myself a bell. And he's going to Edmonton.
Going to Edmund Chuck.
Edmonton.
Where I'm sure he'll enjoy Bakersfield very, very much.
By the way, I want to say this: that I'm glad that the Stars added one underachieving goaltender after they lost Jack Campbell, and he was an all-star this year. Jack Campbell.
Yeah, he's
been
doing very well in the Kings
fantastic.
organization. Hey. And can I also say, LA Kings, Peter Budaj. Holy crap, guys!
Budaj.
He is putting up some very, very, very good numbers.
I think he got his swagger back.
Very dark horse candidate
Racist.
for no. This is not Trump world. This is Canada. You can say dark and it's not racist.
Well, some places.
Yeah, no. A dark horse candidate for the Vezina Trophy.
Oh, very dark.
Very dark horse.
Like,
Very
wow,
dark.
like
But
it's midnight. It's midnight in Antarctica.
but
in the 12 months of darkness that's there.
But listen,
That dark.
look. I know he stands no chance when you and your guys that you're going up against are former Vezina winners like Bobrovsky and Holtby and Price, plus of course Devin Dubnyk, who I think is going to win it this year because he's just crushing
He's
it
been
right
amazing.
now. Frig yeah. But listen, where would the LA Kings be without Peter Budaj right now in goal? Because he's just been fantastic. Yes, I know, strong defensive system in front of him, but you know what? That you that can't downplay the strong performance. I mean, listen, he's not gonna win the Vezina, but hey, Bill Masterton Award.
Yeah.
I'd say he has to be a candidate because I mean 206 goals against average, 920 save percentage, 5 shutouts, 23 wins. Puts him in the top 10 in those categories, my friend.
And the timeline is amazing because last year he got picked up on a flyer, training camp invite, AHL only deal. After playing the year before in St. John's, only 9 games, losing 6 of them, going 0-6-3, and just revitalizing his career now in LA. I mean,
and remember, he started the season with the Ontario Reign Over Me in the AHL. He got called up when Jonathan Quick got hurt.
And as much press as Bill Ranford will get for his turnaround, Dusty Imo of Ontario has been amazing. Not only for Budaj, but also the rejuvenation of Jack Campbell as well.
Yeah, it's a very deep goaltending coaching system they've got there. And listen, I mean, hey, thanks to Budaj, they're hanging in there in the playoff chase. They're hanging in there. So, very dark horse, obviously, for the Vezina. But hey, I think this guy's a finalist for the Masterton this year. One of the finalists.
You see, now talking about goalies, Thomas Greisch reported 3-year
Hey.
deal. You talk about how locked it down, and now he's starting goaltender. The Islanders undefeated in regulation under Doug Weight, and they're getting out of Barclays Center. So it's been quite a great week for them, to be quite honest with you.
Been quite a rush. Oh yeah, I mean they're not going to be out of Barclays still for another couple of years, and they could be going back to the Nassau
Which
Coliseum.
is fantastic.
But
it's gonna be
they've
redone.
renovated. Yeah, but it has. In fact, they have
Opens
renovated.
up April 5th.
Yep. it's been completely renovated, and you know the ones who own the arena,
they come through the vents anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Beat me to it.
But they said the ownership of Nassau Coliseum, they said they didn't rule out the possibility that the Islanders could come back, and we all laughed and thought, you're crazy, that's silly, that's never going to happen. Well, hey, could be, in which case fine, just don't let the goddamn building go to crap in future, and you'll be fine.
Pun intended.
Yeah. Thank you. I know it was a pretty shitty pun. I'll grant you that. But
I will love the sweet irony of all of the Islanders fans that rode off the Islanders when they left Long Island, and they were like, "I will never follow this team again," and they show back up in the Coliseum, and they're like, "I'm back! Woohoo!"
Probably only like half a dozen of them, Johnny. To be fair, that's a pretty goddamn that's a goddamn loyal fan base. So if you're saying that all the fans who wrote them off when they left the Nassau Coliseum, no, I'm saying no, there might have been half a dozen who maybe wrote them off. Yeah. That's a very loyal fan base. So
are they? Yeah. They're not traveling to Brooklyn.
No, because
because you can't see shit in half the seats.
Exactly, and the parking's crap. And
because at least at Nassau you can see the shit dripping down the stairs, but you can see the game as well.
Along with the games, yeah.
Just a bunch of poop jokes, everybody, for this last half hour.
Yes,
Nassau was a nice arena. I went there once. I saw the Islanders play the Sabres. Mark met Sean Leahy there.
I did,
or John. Who knows?
It could have been one of us.
Yeah, could have been. All I know is that story. I never get pooped if hearing that story. I just want to say that.
That's true.
We just made a mess of the show.
Oh, we did. Right. We did. It's in the crapper now.
Speaking of that, the Vancouver Canucks.
Number 2.
They.
I got one more in under the wire. Anyway, go.
That just
this just turned into a shit
everyone's just getting everyone's getting the runs.
Listen, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have squeezed that out the way I did, and I'm sorry.
The Vancouver Canucks have said that they won't put an enema in their minor league system to flush it out to get a high price player for the trade deadline.
Oh well, you've got to wipe where you can. So
sometimes it just looks like brown marker all the time. We go from expansion team and serious hockey talk to just shit jokes. Great. Big Love Hockey Show, 15 years running.
Wow.
That's all right. We're going to skid right into the end of
this. Yes, sir. That one I liked. Yes.
There we go. I love it.
Yes, he said.
We do have a question.
Mark got so disgusted. Mark got so disgusted. He left.
What was the question, Johnny?
The question is thoughts on the Devils AHL team's move. Did we talk about this a couple weeks ago?
It broke last week.
And became official yesterday or today.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll take the floor on this.
Do it. It's
so the reason behind this is they talked with the somebody from the Albany Times and also the Press Connect in Binghamton talked to the New Jersey Devils president, who they basically shouldered the entire money in Albany, and they were losing 7 figures a year. So multi 7 figures a year over the past 10 years, that bleeds a lot of money. They moved out there because it wasn't financially viable. They played in a 12,000 seat arena and only drew just under 3,000. As a whole, and I'll talk about this weekend for on the Farm Report, but as a whole, the big move on this is that the Devils, New Jersey Devils, do not carry any of the money when they move to Binghamton. They're not responsible for any of the money. Everything is coming from the Binghamton ownership, the people in charge, the marketing, the operating costs, all that stuff. The only thing the Devils have to do is stock the team and pay the players, and that's it. They don't have to operate the arena. They don't have to deal with the leases or anything like that. So the burden of that is off their shoulders. And Albany just can't seem that. I think it was, I said this past Sunday, they finished top 10 from 1993 to 1997 in the attendance, and that was and that's been it. Everywhere else they've been in the bottom half of the attendance pool in the AHL, and they're dead last right now. Binghamton is just above them in 27th, but their capacity is different. They draw 3,700 in a 4,400 seat arena. They're 19% higher in average attendance than Albany is this year, and they have I would say, a more dedicated fan base in the Binghamton area than there is Albany. Not a knock on Albany, it's just there's different things to do in Albany than there is in Binghamton. So it's cost effective for the New Jersey Devils. It's better for them. And yeah, Binghamton is a strong minor league market, and I think the AHL saying we would be dedicated to get a thing. Once they heard that the Ottawa Senators were moving to Belleville, I think the New Jersey Devils just started saying, all right, we need to move down here because Albany is not working at all.
Yeah, jump in there and yeah.
Yep.
Good.
So
good
there's
plan.
that. Yep. So yeah, Sunday Farm Report. We will talk more about that. Also Sunday Sodders from Bubble because wrestling is Wednesday or Saturday night, and I'm working overnight, so we won't have time to record in the stead. So there we go.
Yes, the Empire is taking form.
Empire's taking happening. Well, we can talk about Vancouver, and we can just go right to the pick'em. I don't care.
Oh, go to the pick'em, my friend.
All right, cool. We're going to the right.
Talk about Vancouver next week. If they're still...
We got plenty of time. When is the trade deadline? March.
Will they still be a team?
March 1st.
What was that, Johnny?
Will Vancouver still be a team next week?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah. Oh
Okay,
God,
good.
yeah. They've clawed their way back into playoff contention, my friend.
Yeah, Johnny.
They're out west though. I don't watch those games.
There you go.
There you go.
Lyle, the big winner this week.
Hey!
But I think the really big winner was Johnny P. Only 5 goals. But still, still not last. But in last place, Mark, 4 goals. I had 12. So for the year, Lyle 142, Johnny 130. I'm at 128. Mark at 104.
I take my big cheers during the season because I suck when we do the big final pick. There
you go.
Yeah, I lose anyway. There we go. I lose.
I will say that I like how the 4-line challenge effectively turned into the Face Off Hockey Show pick'em segment.
Yeah. This doesn't matter because Mike Smith, that was a hell of a shot by Mike Smith.
That was a hell of a
great
shot. That was one of the few moments of the skills competition I like. Yeah, me too.
I got up off the couch and I was like, yes, go in, yes. And then I was like, and then I sat back down and I was like, what's going on?
All right. So this week, the AHL.
The
AHL. And Mark, you will get a chance to go first because you finished last.
All right. What league are we doing?
AHL.
The SPHL.
All right. American Hockey League on Wikipedia. This is the way to go, guys. I don't know why you go anywhere else to get your information.
Like the actual website.
I'm going to go with the team that was founded in 1938.
Ooh.
1938. They are, I would believe, it appears to be the oldest team in the AHL. They're coached by Troy, the man. That's the Hershey Bears.
The Bears.
Well, Mark, I'm going to blow your mind here for a second. The oldest team that has consecutively played since the installation of the AHL.
That's true. Right above it.
The Hartford Wolfpack, who have not missed a year, although they were called the Providence Reds, and then the Rhode Island Reds, then the Binghamton Whalers, then the Binghamton Rangers, then the Hartford Wolfpack, then the Connecticut Whale, and then to the Hartford Wolfpack again. Yeah. There you go.
And also the Utica Comets.
Who actually are non-continuous because the Utica Comets missed 3 years because the Springfield Indians were dormant for 3 years before they picked up again.
Well, I was close. I was close.
You were close.
The 2.5 oldest.
They're the longest team that has not moved anywhere.
There we go.
0 movement on those chicken fingers.
And I didn't even realize I was picking the Bears until I looked over to the left side of the screen. But I'm going to take the Bears anyway.
Bears.
Bears.
All right, Johnny.
I'm gonna go with my my strategy to get through winter.
Strategic.
And it is going to be the Stockton Don't Turn On the Heat.
Nice.
Thanks. 60 degrees in my house.
Nice. That's much more than it is here. It's like -9 wind chill. That's Fahrenheit.
In your house?
No, and outside. If it's my house, I got to close a window.
My God.
The only draft that'll be in here in this house is going to be in 124 days when we have exclusive coverage of the expansion draft.
We're gonna ride this pony
Oh.
all the way.
You don't even know.
I can't wait until the
I'm
only
gonna-
person I get right is Jacob Silverberg.
Well, that'll be the only person we
I think
don't
that's
get right.
the one we all agreed on. I think that
Yeah.
was on all our lists was Jacob Silverberg.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll have a chance. We're doing this email chain, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, yeah. So we'll see what-
I'm going to pick a team because I got my W-2. It's tax season. They play at the Quicken Loans Arena, and also John Madden is their coach. Boom.
Boom.
Cleveland Monsters.
Oh, that's Pierre McGuire's team, isn't it?
I think so. Now that's Lyle. Lyle, what wrestling theme are you going to go with this time?
Well, I'm going WC Dub, and I'm going with the Chicago NWO Wolves pack.
Ooh,
I
hold
see
on.
it.
I hurt my groin. That was
I
a
know.
stretch.
Yeah.
That was a
But I
stretch.
made it. The
There's
Chicago
there's
NWO
a team
Wolves pack.
there's a team in Hartford called the Wolf Pack. You could have picked.
No,
That you
no,
could
no.
have picked. That would have made my
No.
groin that much better.
No. See, I did that because your groin needed a good stretch, so that's why. I
Hey,
did.
hey.
I'm gonna go to HR on this one.
Wow.
I'm gonna go to HR.
There
on
was-
this one.
We
there
have an
was-
HR?
there-
Yeah,
There is.
it's Laura. She hasn't done anything for a while, so we haven't figured it out.
Oh, okay. We just
I
changed the
miss her.
letter.
See, Hartford Wolfpack would have been too obvious.
Yeah, no, and you're right.
And to be quite honest, I actually
Isn't
didn't.
that-
To be quite honest, I didn't see them because I was looking at this. So when I saw Chicago Wolves, I was like, okay, what the hell? I know I haven't picked them. How can I make this work? Chicago NWO Wolfpack. There we go.
You could have done the Bridgeport Sound Tiger Alley Sings.
Ooh,
No.
that would have been a great
Ooh.
one.
Or Bridgeport Sound Tiger's Mask. But I've done Tiger
We've done
Mask.
Tiger's
before.
Mask before. We could have.
But Tiger Sing, that's a good one.
That's a
Tiger
good
Alley
one.
Sing.
Can I change my pick and go with that one? I like
The
that one.
Bridgeport
I like
Sound
that
Tiger
one
Alley
so much better. I like that one so
we have
much
to
better.
Take it to the other diplomats. John, Mark, do you care?
I like it.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Are they any
I
good?
do too. That was
I
really
say
good.
that Lyle gets whichever team scores more goals.
I just got a
I'm just
text
kidding.
from I got a text from Führer Metzer. He said that's okay.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Good.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. Because, like I said, I was just kind of looking. I was like, nothing's really jumping out at me here, and I've done that. What do I got? Oh, okay.
I do like it. I like it a lot when Pope Metzer comes on the show. I think we need to get him back on.
We've never had him on the show except for I think maybe a draft show.
No, we've never had him on the show, actually.
Really? At all?
No, not that I know of. The only time that I see the governor is when he's talking to like 85 people. Like, I'm assuming they're his constituents at the draft when we go to the party, but I'm not exactly sure, to be honest.
And Lyle, I'm gonna go really old school on this one. And I had to make sure that this was the right title that he had. The Milwaukee Admiral Skandar Akbars.
Ooh. But he was a general, though.
Was it
Admiral
General-
Akbar.
I thought it was Admiral Akbar.
No, general.
Admiral Akbar was the guy from the Star Wars movies, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Admiral. Yeah, it's a trap.
there
Yeah.
it is.
It's a
Okay.
trap.
I've never even seen any of them.
You're not missing anything.
Oh boy.
You're really
Thank
not.
you, first
I
person
used to
that
be a
said
Star.
that.
I used to be a Star Wars fan. Now I'm just so sick of it. Just go away. Go far, far away. Go to a galaxy far,
Oh.
far away.
Oh, no, that's the Star Trek theme.
Wrong one.
There it
That's
is.
okay though.
Alrighty. Lyle, it's been fun.
Okay.
It's been real. It's been real fun. Thanks for joining us.
Aye.
Thanks for picking your team.
Oh, it was a pleasure, guys. And yeah, maybe someday I'll figure out this technology. That
Thanks
is
for
really-
screen sharing.
Yeah,
Thanks for the screen share. It's great.
yeah. Well, at least you didn't see my porn folder. Ooh.
That's fine.
We saw the folder entitled Bruce Garriott's You Know What, and it was there.
Shirt collection.
sweaty shirts.exe. I saw that, Lyle.
Oh my.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry. That
Yeah.
poor dinner plate nipples.
Do you know how long it would be for him to write code? I mean, my God.
No, that's Larry Brooks. That was Bruce
Yeah,
Garriock.
Larry Brooks might be his developer.
Yeah, Bruce Garriock is a guy who in pick 1 through 5 had one shirt on, and then like picks 6 to 10 had another on.
Oh my! We should make fun because maybe he has a condition or something. I mean, it might not be a laughing matter. Oh, the hell with it! Yeah, it is.
I was gonna say, was it glandular? Christ,
I don't know. But
well, until he comes out and does it, and then whatever, it's fine.
But I'm sure at least he knows how to type using all his fingers anyway, unlike a certain New York Post reporter.
Yeah, hopefully not chicken fingers. Lyle, it's been fun.
All right, guys.
We'll talk to you,
next week. Take care, guys.
There he goes. Lyle Richardson, SpectorsHockey.net, thehockeynews.com, PI Garland, and Garland Guy, Guardian, the Bleacher Report for the slideshow. Johnny, hit us some shout outs.
I'm going to give a shout out to Jesus's brother, Brian Metzger. See, no one else can even see Scotty because I that's so great.
Oh, God.
Whew. We should have Metzger and Leahy on. So.
Yeah.
This will be like that'll effectively be all the people that I know that like the Penguins.
All the tolerable
like.
Penguins fans we like.
I mean, there are 2 other ones, but they don't come on the show.
No.
So 4 in total is what I'm saying, folks. Yeah, I give a shout out to that. I'll give a shout out to Jim Ace Carey.
Shout out.
I mean, look at that hair. He didn't even need a helmet, really. It only protected his face because the hair took care of the rest of it. Let's be honest. I mean, that hair is glorious. And he had the mask. He had Jim Carrey on his helmet. What a great guy. It's too bad his career sucked.
Hey, he won a trophy.
He did, and I'm actually very thankful that the Boston Bruins traded for him and not Ole Kolzig.
Yeah.
What else? Do I have other shout outs? I think I'm good. I'll shout out Little Caesars Arena.
Nice.
Little Caesars Arena. For all of your needs. And actually, if you fill out a survey, I believe that is, you can win $15,000.
Just for
right
pizza
now.
or for money?
Which is basically like a 4th line winger. There's 1 winner drawn per month, it says. You can take a survey at littlecaesarslistens.com.
Interesting.
And I'll give a shout out to the Mellow Yellow that I finished that had vodka in it.
Nice. Attaboy.
So I think I'm done. I think today was a long day at work. I did a lot of stuff and things, and it's time for bed.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Mark,
did you know it had vodka in it when you started drinking it?
Oh, please.
Well, I bought it at Little Caesars.
Wow.
So
well then, I mean, question still stands. I guess I'll give it. Okay. Shout out to Dragon's Milk. Dragon's Milk. The official milk of the Face Off Hockey Show. Shout out to figuring out who wins the Vegas Knights contest. Are we going to do another one next week? Are we going to change it up at all?
No.
No.
I think we look at it and then we change it up at the end of the regular season, and then we pick one or the other.
Okay. Okay.
I like how this is called the Vegas Knights contest.
Yeah, the Vegas Knights contest.
And shout out to that new WWE game. And shout out to Matt Damon playing a samurai.
Nice.
Just
is that the new Bourne movie?
The Great Wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason Bourne, The Great Wall.
Deep undercover.
And back in time too.
In the past, yes. Back in time.
Gonna go back. There was, by the way, Back to the Future 3 was on in our break room the other day, and I just had to watch it.
I watched Back to the Future 2 right before Back to the Future 3 came out.
Nice. AMC, shout out.
Yesterday, yeah, AMC.
All right. Anything else, Mark?
That's it.
All right. Shout out to Chief Rabbi Brian Metzer. Doing great work in the community. Sean Leahy. There's only one more person that's going to pop as well as we are, and that's Sean Leahy. So shout out Sean Leahy. Shout out. Oh,
you can't wait until Metzger starts leading all those marches.
Whoa.
All of them.
Shout out Oyo. Shout out Ribs.
Leahy's not going to know what to do with himself when he hears this.
I love it.
Those are two of my favorite people.
They're really salts of the earth kind of people. Yeah, shout out Oyo, shout out Route 1, shout out WWE this weekend. Going to wrestling. That's it. That's all. I've got nothing else. So for Johnny P. Mark with the C, I'm Scotty Waz. Take care of yourself. And someone else has been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com. Part of the Face Off Hockey Show media empire. 3 podcasts a week. What can you do with it, folks? Only you can decide that. Check us out on the iTunes for all the fun stuff there. The Face Off Hockey Show, the Soderstrom Bubble, the Farm Report. Facebook, FOHS Radio, Twitter, Face Off HCKY Show. And that's it. That's all. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you again. Peace.